Very often, it is the fear of going through the judicial process, which can be humiliating and draining for a victim, that prevents reporting of such crimes. The police nevertheless say it is important to report as it helps them in preventing such crimes.
Even if you don't want a legal action, if you don't want to follow it up, at least report it. So by that, we build on our statistics and then we know which area is more prone to such things, so that something preventive, some action can be taken. We can have a regular patrol in that area. The PCR can take rounds, the motorcycle patrolling can be done. We can have, some kind of presence of police on regular basis.
The police, on their part, plan to focus on women's safety by deploying more women personnel in sensitive areas, PCR vans and police stations.
Right now, I think we have 6 to 7% of women in Delhi in the police force, which is quite high compared to the national average, which is just 2.77% or so. But we need to enhance it further. It has a twofold purpose. One is that the woman herself is empowered once she is enforcing the law, which is meant for her and for others. So, and the next one is, when other women see an empowered woman. So it has a twofold purpose. They get motivated.
Many argue that violence against women, be it molestation, rape, domestic violence or even eve teasing, is, in the last analysis, a social problem. Prejudice against women is ingrained in the male mindset.
Crime against women, I believe, is more of a social problem and society has to respond. It's because the society has failed to do that, the role of police has become paramount.
Sociologists tell us that it is nothing new. Down the ages, women have been at the receiving end.
If you go back in history, you see that Delhi was the center of power. And in this northern belt of ours, though we have various acts coming in support of women, we say that ladli hai, beti ko padhao, beti ko mat maro, and then that infanticide, female infanticide factor is so strong this side.
This does not mean that we shut our eyes to it. What is needed is that we speak out.
Even if the police is arriving late, the people around you, the society around you, they have to give some kind of contribution that if a girl is alone and she's in need of help, the people around you should help that girl. That sensitivity is, social sensitivity is required.
For those who have been through the nightmare of being sexually violated, speaking out and seeking help does go a long way.
Those young ladies or kids really have a difficult time because there are those interrogating officials who want to get at facts, and say, kya hua, kab hua, what happened, why, and build the sequence of events, so to say. The counseling or mental health process is not about necessarily building facts. It's about getting the person relief from the trauma. Almost any such trauma would take anywhere between 6 weeks to 12 weeks to get over. Sexual abuse, depending on the nature and the intensity of it, might go on even for 6 months or a year. But generally, it'd be safe to say that 3 months, 6 months or 1 year is by and large adequate for the person to get back to routine life or normal life.
While figures indicate that in a majority of the cases, the offender is known to the victim, those dealing with such offenders say that there is no particular type of perpetrators.
The increasing instances of sexual abuse and child abuse that we now see doesn't really fall prey to any profiling. Indeed, I would go as far as to say that profiling is mostly a meaningless exercise. I think there is good research to suggest that sexual abuse perpetration is done by a range of people with a range of personalities and background.
Day or night, crowded places or secluded areas, at home or at work, women are open to harassment. Self-defense in such cases does come handy. The Delhi police as well as some NGOs have been doing their bit.
National capital Delhi has become a crime capital now. Every day there is some incidences are there. We are not safe in the hands of our own people basically. We are scared to drive alone in the night. We know that anything can happen to us. Even somebody can come and kill us just for something as small as road rage. बेटी आपकी वहाँ जाती है और always worried till she comes home, So for this we have started this Mirchi Chhok campaign for encouraging the safety of the women. So we are doing a national awareness campaign. So and we are doing we are propagating the importance of self-defense and cross-defense through the mass media, through the street plays, through the theatres, through the seminars, and I think we are getting quite a good response out of it. Then we have designed some pepper sprays. Our concept is that every woman should carry a packet of chili powder or a pepper spray in their wallet, which could be a lifesaver at the time of distress.
To realize how precarious the situation of women in Delhi is, one doesn't have to look for figures or findings of any survey. You just need to take a walk in the evening or just stand at the bus stand. The miasma hangs like a pall overhead anywhere you go. After interacting with these women, one gets a sense that no matter where they come from and what they do, safety is an issue that they have in common. Living in a big city like Delhi can be challenging. But these women also give us hope that safety concerns cannot come in the way of their freedom.